through the 12th. I only get 2 or 3 days between everything. But I'm looking forward to it all. It's all things I enjoy doing and have an interest in, so it makes it worth it.
W8WKY.
I think I'd rather chew on broken glass than write code plugs. Oh, man. Not that I haven't done it. So, yeah, it's just I do it so infrequently that the learning curve is very flat when you get back to it, and you know, then you get a couple of them programmed in there and make sure they work. Then it starts to flow a little easier. But yeah, not how I want to spend my time. And DMR is not my, definitely not my first choice. All right, there we go. WB8CXO just linked us up to the YouTube feed, so I got to go take care of that and get it in the blue screen. K0KDW, KDSLG.
Yeah, well, I not only do DMR now. Of course, that's what I'm going to be building for him is a DMR code plug. But I also do NXDN and DMR code plug, or try that again, NXDN and P25 code plugs. And, you know, I find it funny when everybody says the conventional DMR is hard. I was like, well, if you think you got the hang of it, go try trunking. Trunking, that's a whole other ballgame when you're talking DMR. If I have to build a trunking deal, I prefer probably NXDN and P25. I think P25 is probably easier than any of them, but we don't use that in amateur radio, so it is what it is. But anyhow, heck, if I could get paid to do it, I'd be more even happier with it. But it's hard to find a job doing that because very few radio shops are hiring for it. But anyhow, we'll catch you in a few on the net, and I'll be standing by. K0KDW.
Code plugs aren't hard. The payoff's just zero. That's my 2 cents. All right, I got you on the list there, Brad. Let's check in with Greg, see how things are going in Florida. KC3SEG, Greg. We got 2 Gregs in here already. KC3SEG, this is KD8SLG. How's Florida treating you, Greg?
This is KC3SEG. Good evening to you, Nick. I am down here in Panama City Beach, Florida, and racing for that hurricane coming up this way. Hey, I'm looking at NetLogger. It still tells me I'm in Baltimore there. I just went into Allstar Link and changed my location to Panama City Beach, Florida. I'm not sure why it's coming up in NetLogger, still Baltimore, but we can figure that out. Nick, how am I doing here with my modulation coming in?
Sounds fine, Greg. Sounds fine. And as for your location on NetLogger, that draws directly from QRZ. So until everything updates throughout the system, you're going to show up as Baltimore in here.
Yeah, okay. I switched it in QRZ, and the FCC has already changed my address to my Panama City Beach address, and it's in QRZ too. So maybe it just takes time to go through the system, like you said.
I don't think NetLogger has enough server space to update all that stuff in real time. They probably only do it in batches periodically. We'll see how long it takes. KC3 SEG, KD8SLG.
Okay, Nick, thanks, and I will be sticking around for the net. Got everything working down here in my new apartment, and I'm happy with that. So, doing a lot of POTA, too. I've been doing a lot of POTA down here, just about at least one activation a day, and just bracing for Hurricane Helene, see what it's going to do. All right, Nick, I'll be on the standby. This is KC3 SEG.
All right, Greg, I got you on the list. Getting clear with KC3 SEG. We still got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds before the net starts, or the pre-net at any rate. Let me say hi to Chris here. KD2HCE, this is KD8SLG. You listening, Chris?
Yes, I am, and I'm on the phone with Uncle Fred, so I'm going to just say KD2HCE. Put me in and out, and I will catch you soon.
All right, say hi to Uncle Fred for me, if you would, please. And I got you marked in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. KD2HCE, KD8SLG. Kevin, Rev Kev, K6KJV. What's going on in Valley Springs, buddy?
What's up, Nick? This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. Not much is going on. It's just hanging out, waiting for the pre-net and then the net. So just letting you know that I'm gonna be hanging around for the really big shoot. So hope you're having fun eating all them nice recipes. You been hanging out on the farm lately?
Pretty much every weekend for at least a day or two or three. Yeah, I've been down the farm, Kevin. I've been down the farm. And we did make another batch of Mississippi something last week. It's become a favorite. Thanks for sharing that, man. You're awesome.
Well, thank you for sharing, Nick. I appreciate the compliment. Amy, please, I'll share some more recipes with you one of these days. I'll work hard over a hot stove. Oh, back to you there, Nick, from K6KJV.
Me too, buddy. Me too. I work hard over an Instant Pot. Last time we made it in a crock pot. Took all day. Smelled great. All right, we got about a minute and a half before the girl makes the announcement, so I'm going to jump off, take care of my business, grab me an icy cold Fresca, and I'll be back. KD8SLG, clear until pre-net.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
W8WKY.
There's my girl, and an ID to boot. QST, calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net pre-show. Sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association right here on the 147.390 repeater in Doylestown. Positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night to light up the nighttime airwaves. We have some trivia questions. We have some laughs. It's all a good time, and all amateurs are welcome. This is a controlled net. We ask that all traffic pass through net control. Your net control operator tonight is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. KD8 SLG. My personal is Nick. November India Charlie Kilo. Just Nick. So here's the way it works. I've harvested a few people before the net started. They're on the list. We'll take a couple of rounds of check-ins. Then we'll go back through the list and see who's just here to say hi and who wants to stick around and play trivia with us tonight. So, before we get started with that, let's check in with the net control team tonight. We got a couple of personnel changes. Apparently, it's Lucy's birthday tonight. Happy birthday, Lucy! So Lucy and Josh are out celebrating. They're not going to be here tonight. So Andy, AB8MO, and Eric, KE8VZA, will be providing tonight's trivia questions. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Well, let's see if everybody's stuff is working. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. You there, Dustin?
You want to talk to me again? Hi, Nick. I'm here. This is KD8EPC. I'll be ready for the net. I'm going to go get an ice cream sandwich, a cold beverage, and we'll be on the blue screen here shortly. So with that, this is KD8EPC. Back to pre-net control.
Yeah, it seems like I've been talking to you all day. Sounding good, Dustin. And have an ice cream Sammy for me, if you would, please. All right, next up we got Nick at night. K8QKO, this is KD8SLG. You there, Nick?
No. KD8SLG, K8QKO. I'm here. Happy as a clam. It's a Wednesday, middle of the week. That's also good. And, yeah, stick around for a bit. And I guess with that, I'll pass it back to you. K8QKO.
All right, Nick, thanks for not being here tonight. And glad you're happy as a clam. That goes right along with me. I'm the world is my oyster. We've got a whole raw bar going on here. Thanks for being here, Nick. Good to hear you. All right, I believe Eric, KE8VZA, has our main trivia question tonight. KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. You there, Eric?
KD8SLG, this is KE8VZA. Yes, I'm here. I am all ready to go with the primary or the main trivia question, happily supplied to me by Josh. So whenever the time comes, I will deliver. KE8VZA, back to pre-net control.
All right, Eric, looking forward to it, and thank you very much. Going to clear with KE8VZA, and last but not least on the team tonight, AB8MO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Andy, how you doing? And looking forward to your alt trivia question tonight. Let's see how you sound.
Well, I'm not sure you want to hear how I sound. All I can tell you is angry bears ate my oysters, so I don't have any. I don't have any oysters, so there. Yeah, I got roped into this today. I didn't realize that I was going to be doing this, and I don't know why I keep trying to get fired from the net control team, but I don't know. Somehow I keep getting brought back. So here I am, KD8SLG, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Well, it's good to have you as an alternate tonight, and thank you very much as well. God forbid, Dustin or I do a trivia question because, yeah, my trivia questions suck. All right, Andy. Thanks for being here tonight. Going to clear with AB8MO. Let me tell you who I've got so far. WB4AIZ Chuck, we talked before the net. He was in and out. KE0KDW, K3SEG Greg, AI5HV Greg, KI5VVE Judy's in and out. KD2HC Chris is in and out. K6KJV Kevin is going to be here for the duration. And KA8MNT Tom was in and out. So, let's get this party started. Who wants to get in here tonight? This is KD8SLG. I'm listening. Kilo Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, Jerry and Shreve.
KD8SLG with Vector 3 Kilo. Good evening, Nick.
This is KE8ZRY, Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Yankee, Jeremy.
This is K9LUJ, Kilo 9er Lima Uniform Juliet in Colorado, Daniel.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee, Dave in East Sparta.
Please check in.
All right, wonderful orderly check-in, guys. Thank you very much. We picked up KC8CP Jerry, W3G Phil, K8ZRY Jeremy, K9LUJ Dan, and KC8EEY Dave. Jerry is fresh off a net over on the Worcester machine, and Dave's been making the rounds today, I think. All right, let's do another round of check-ins, then we'll see who's sticking around tonight. This is KD8SLG. I'm listening. All right, crickets, I love it. We did pick up K40G off the blue screen. Hi there, Mark. And I threw KIAQ Taco Tim on the list as well. Let's go up to the top. Talk to who we got so far. K0KDW. Brad, this is KD8SLG. We talked for a few minutes. Let me just confirm, are you sticking around tonight, Brad?
K0KDW. Yes, I'll be sticking around, and I will also be sending you an email for an invitation to my club's net, which is separate from the Thursday night net that I run from time to time as well. So be looking for that in your inbox in probably 10 milliseconds. K0KDW.
All right, Brad, I'll check it later. And I generally, when I'm down in the farm on the weekends, I have my node with me. So if it happens to be on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday kind of thing, I should be able to get in there, and I'll try to make a point of it this time. Thanks for sticking around tonight, Brad. Let's go to clear with K0KDW. Let's go talk to Greg, who also said he's going to be here, but let's say hi anyway. KC3SEG, KD8SLG. Greg and Teddy, are you sticking around for trivia tonight?
K3SEG, yeah, we'll be sticking around for trivia tonight. We'll be hanging around. We'll turn it back over to you, Nick. KC3SEG, Panama City Beach, Florida. Back over to the net.
All right, Greg. Glad you're getting settled into Florida there. Good to hear you. Going to clear with KC3SEG, who's sticking around. Let's go out to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. AI5HV, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Greg. How you doing? And are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
W8WKY.
Good evening, Nick. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I'm not going to stick around for tonight. been on too many calls this evening, and I'm just kind of brain dead at this point. So, but anyway, hope things are going well with you. And you got to ask Dustin what his drink of choice is for this evening. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor.
AI5HV, KD8SLG. Well, thanks for stopping by, Greg. Consider your ticket punched. And generally, Dustin's drink of choice is root beer, I am led to believe. So there you go. We'll see what he's got when he gets here tonight. I'll ask him that for you, Greg. Have a great night. We're going to clear with AI5HV and KI5BBE. Miss Judy, you kids have a good night. KD2AC, Chris was in and out. Rev Kev, you told me you're going to stick around. I'm going to say hi anyway. K6, KJV, KD8SLG. Hey, Kevin, any words of wisdom before we start the show tonight?
Well, hey, Eric. No, I'm sorry, Nick. I figure since I call Eric Nick, a lot of times I just call you Eric for once. But words of wisdom, huh? Well, nah, I can't say it. So with that, I'll just shut up and pass the mic back to you from K6KJV. It's all yours.
All right, Rev Kev. Looking forward to what you pull out for the Cornwaldo Bean Clan tonight. We're going to clear with K6KJV, K8MNT. Tom was in and out tonight. Thanks for stopping by, Tom. Your ticket has been punched. Your parking is validated. Let's go to Shreve and talk to Jerry. KC8HDP, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Jerry. Fine business on the net earlier. Are you going to stick around and play trivia with us tonight, or you just getting your ticket punched?
Well, good evening, Nick, and everyone on the net. Sure, I'll stick around and play trivia tonight. Sounds like fun. I do have a comment for you. Prior to the net, you mentioned that writing a code plug was you'd rather chew on glass or something to that effect. Well, when I was a wee bairn, my mom said that they could not put glass, well, back in the early 60s, the Christmas tree ornaments were glass. Anyway, she said they couldn't put them down low where I could reach them because I would pick one off of the tree, bust the glass in my hand, and then eat it. So there you go. Yep, sticking around, Nick. Good to hear you. And to send things back to you. KD8SLG from KC8HDP.
KC8HDP, KD8SLG. Oh, Jerry, now we know what's chewing on glass. Oh, man. You know, we should have started teaching you to write code plugs then instead of chewing on glass. See, that's what we should have done. All right, Jerry, glad you're sticking around tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to clear with KC8HDP. Let's go to Canal Fulton. Talk to my friend Phil, WV3K. This is KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, Phil? And are you sticking around? Uh-oh. WV3K, KD8SLG. You there, Phil?
KD8SLG, Jeffrey Kilo. Hello, Nick. Yeah, I'm not going to be sticking around. I'm going to spend time with Robin here. She's watching a program together, and I had the volume down, so I didn't hear you. I just barely heard you calling me. My audio was down. So with that, I'm just going to bid you a good night, and thank you for putting me in place on the roster, and hope to be in there on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that and get much needed rest. I spent quite a bit of time down at the VA today, about 5 hours, and so I'm a little tired, but I don't think I'm going to make it through the whole evening. With that, back to net control, pre-net control, and again, Nick, for such a nice job. It's got a wonderful personality on there. It makes it very entertaining and nice to listen to. It's good to say hey to Jerry and
and to the crew. It's Andy back there too, helping on the team. So with that, I'm going to just bid you farewell, 7-3, and God bless you all. Thank you, Nick. KD at SLG, WB3K.
WV3K, KD at SLG. All right, Phil, I got you in and out. Give my best to Robin, if you would, please. And your parking ticket is validated. Have a great night, Phil. Next up, we got Jeremy, KE8ZRY, coming in from Ashland, I think on Echolink. Jeremy, you're a little quiet when you came in, but so you may want to choke up on whatever you're talking into a little bit. KE8ZRY, this is KD at SLG. Are you sticking around tonight?
Good evening, this is KE8ZRY. I was wondering how I was coming in. I am indeed coming in on Echolink. Hopefully I can fix that. I am going to stick around for the big show. Not much else going on tonight, just doing some relaxing and sitting here playing some video games, so I definitely got time to stick around. With that, I'll turn it back over to Net Control, KE8ZRY.
All right, Jeremy, fine business. And apparently you've been here before because you knew to call it the big show. So I got you sticking around for the big show. We're going to clear with KE8ZRY. Next up, we got Daniel out in Colorado. K9LUJ. This is KD8SLG. Welcome to the show, Daniel. Are you going to stick around tonight, or are you just here to say hi?
I've been working on a little project this afternoon, making an HF contact, a VHF contact, a UHF contact, and an Allstar contact. Just having fun with my radios.
Well, all right, man. Like a good time. I do that from time to time with the digital modes. I'll key up the repeater on DMR. I'll key it up on C4FM. I'll key it up on D-Star. All good fun, man. But you didn't answer my question. Are you going to stick around and play trivia with us tonight?
So I'm just waiting for the satellite to pass over. That's going to be my UHF.
Well, good hunting with that. Good hunting, Daniel. And I hope it works out for you. We're going to clear with K9LUJ. This is the W8WKY repeater. Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, Doylestown. I'm KD8SLG. And you're listening to the pre-show for the BeaconNet that starts at the top of the hour. Next up, we got KC8EEY. That's Dave out in East Sparta. Dave, how you doing tonight? And are you going to stick around?
Dave is just peachy, and I am going to be sticking around for a little while here, so I'll be here for the trivia. I noticed that you said that the world is your oyster. That begs the question to be asked, are you the piece of sand in that oyster? Back to you.
Oh, Dave, I am the grain of sand that became the pearl. Don't you know it? There's a story there, Dave. I'll tell you some night. Glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear with KC8EEY. And next up, we've got the original gangsta. K4OG, this is KD8SLG. Mark, can you stay up with us tonight, or are you just stopping in to say hi?
KD8SLG, K4OG. We're sticking around, Nick. Got to see what's happening, what's going on tonight. Man, I got to tell you, I heard so many in and outs at the beginning of this net. I thought somebody had brought some competition to Swenson's. That'd be cool. K4OG, back to Nick.
W8WKY.
Oh, dude, I could go for a galley boy. I think that's what they're called. I'd settle for just the olive on top. How's that? Glad you're sticking around, Mark. Maybe maybe the answer to trivia will be Charlie. We're going to clear with K4OG. We're going to bounce out to Tulsa. Check in with Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. This is KD8SLG. Are you working, Tim, or are you just lounging around? And are you going to stick around for trivia tonight?
Well, good afternoon, or I should say good evening, Nick. This is Kilo India 5 Tacos and Queso, or shall we say Tequila and Cuervo. Oh, I'm lounging around, relaxing on the job, and yeah, I'm sticking around. So I'll waiting for maybe some goofy Cornwaldo bean that can trip up some guy named Alan, who right now I know is not here. Or at least not on the radio, but then, yeah, he could be in the belly of an aircraft. This is KI5TAQ.
KI5TAQ, KD8SLG. All right, Tim. Well, if you see Alan, tug on his hair for me, if you would, please. And you know, Cuervo is spelled with a C. Just saying. But then so are tacos. So you win that argument. Got you sticking around, Tim. We're going to stay out there in Oklahoma, and we're going to talk to Jairus, AI5Q, KD8SLG. Good evening, Jairus, my man. How's the wife and the basketball team? And are you going to stay up and play with us tonight?
Well, good evening, Nick. So Nina, KI5PKT, is doing just fine. And the basketball team is doing pretty good. We had a church tonight, a youth group, and a family Bible study that involved the three youngest, me and Nina. Well, the two older ones were at youth group. So it was kind of interesting trying to do Bible study with a 5-year-old who's just interested in the crackers and cheese that was there on the side there. But anyway, I noticed that if you take Tim and you were to kick him in the face and knock loose his KT, you'd have an AI5Q. So I'll be sticking around. Back to you, Nick.
Oh, man. Kick him and get rid of the KT. I think we'd be left with an I5AQ. That's a little bit different. Yeah, to rearrange him a little bit there. All right, Jairus. Good to hear you all doing well. Man, I can't believe you're still up after doing all that. I could go for some cheese and crackers with some wine. All right, Jared, it's good to talk to you. We're going to clear with AI5Q. Let's come back to Ohio and talk to Fred. It's where I started my day today. WA8KOC, KD8SLG. Fred, how's your evening? You going to stick around?
KD8SLG in the pre-show from WA8KOC. I have a surprise for you. The French-Canadian princess would like to say hello. WA8KOC giving third-party traffic but remain in control of the station. Here you go, big boy.
Good evening, everyone. WA8KOC is always in control.
She's a big liar, but she's a darling. I'm telling you, she's a doll. I didn't get fed ice cream, though, last night because I got the answer wrong for the trivia. And hopefully Dustin won't hold that against me because he followed up thinking I knew what I was talking about. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about getting on with life. I'm going to get you out of here. Thanks for taking my check-in. I'm going to kind of steer clear tonight and go back up and spend some time with my darling bride. But I know you're going to have a great net this evening, and I'm sure there'll be great trivia to be a lot of fun. Wish I could stick around. Another time I will. Take good care of yourself, Just Nick. I'll talk to you soon. KD8SLG and the Beacon Net 73 from WA8KOC.
WA8KOC, KD8SLG. Well, that was fabulous. That's the most pleasant voice I've heard on the net tonight, and I'm not talking about yours, Fred. It's good to know you're always in control. Give my best to your Canadian princess there. And I was just reminded of a song from South Park. Blame Canada, blame in Canada. Fred, fine business. We'll talk to you later on. We're going to clear with Fred, WAKOC. This is KD8SLG. And next up, I just pulled this guy off the list. John, W8LYO. This is KD8SLG. How you doing tonight, John? You want to stick around and play trivia with us tonight?
KD8SLG, W8LYO, and yeah, if I could get that Blame Canada song out of my head, but I'll stick around to play trivia tonight.
John, I wandered into that movie the other day on one of the free channels, and I just couldn't stop. And yeah, it's been reverberating in my head too. Maybe now that I threw it out in the air and the earworm is in yours, I will be free. So there. Glad you're sticking around. Gonna clear with W8LYO, and next up we got Uncle Fred, KE8QFT. This is KD8SLG. What's up with the Guardians? And how you doing? And are you sticking around tonight?
Okay, thank you, just Nick. Hello, everybody out there. Well, the Guardians, a super group of overachievers. First round bye. No real important games coming up for them right now till the playoffs where they get that first round bye, and they're just waiting to see who they can knock around in the playoffs. Actually, the start of a the foundation of what I think will be a good team for years to come. K8QFT, back to the pre-net.
All right, Uncle Fred, you are the extent of my sports news, so thank you for that, and I'm glad you're sticking around tonight. Good to have you on board. We're going to clear a KE8QFT. I did get a text from WD8MIU, Warm Weather Wade down in Florida. He can't join us tonight, but he did want me to extend best wishes to everybody. And so there. That's the bottom of my list. I got a little over 2 minutes left. Anybody else want to get in here before the net starts? Now's your chance. It's 88SLG. I'm listening.
Here is KB8LNK. We'll be checking in and out, but I wanted to get on the list. Good evening.
Kilo Echo 5, November, Charlie Papa, Tom.
KB7, IRJ, Paul and Maslin.
All right, we added 3 more there real quick. Awesome. KB8LNK, my bestest friend Ron. Thanks for lending me that tool this evening, helping me out with everything else. Got you in and out tonight. Thanks, Ron. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Going to clear with KB8LNK. And we got Tom out in Oklahoma. K5NCP. This is KDSLG. You sticking around, Tom, or you just stopping by to say hi?
Well, how about that? I always get the repeater ID every time. Just my luck, I guess. Hey, Nick, good to hear you in here. Just want to check in with you and say howdy. And don't think we're going to stick around tonight, but did want to get on the list and let you know that we're still out here and kicking every now and then. Anyway, 73's guy, and have a good night. KE5NCP.
W8WKY.
All right, Tom, I got you in and out tonight. Thanks for stopping by and letting us know you're alive. And you're not the only one with that ID disease. It just caught me, the W8WKY just caught me when I was keying up to answer you. So, go figure. Stop by, have a great night. We'll talk to you next time. Going to clear with K5NCP. And last but not least for me tonight, we've got Paul and Maslin, KG7IRJ. KD8SLG. You sticking around tonight, Paul? You just stopping by to say hi?
Hi, but I guess I'll stick around. I'm listening. 87 IRJ.
All right, Paul. Got you sticking around tonight. We're going to clear with KG7 IRJ. My time is up. Thanks to everybody who checked in with me tonight on the pre-show. But it's time for Dustin to light up the nighttime airwaves. KD8EPC. This is KD8SLG. Light 'em up, D.
All right, thank you so much there, Nick. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control. And all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. So we ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, now hearing any emergency or priority traffic stations that haven't already checked in would like to check in, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location.
Kilo Echo 8, Bravo Hotel Quebec, KE8, BHQ, Benjamin, Mobile.
Kilo, Kilo Julia 5, Echo Kilo Whiskey, Kenny, and Oklahoma.
Rooster, St. Clair County, Alabama.
All right, I had a bit of a double there, so let me tell you who I did pick up. I have a KE BHQ Ben, and then I heard Alabama. Alabama, would you come back with your call, please?
Radio, KI4, PGR, Rooster, St. Clair County, Alabama.
All right, we have KI4 PGR. Was there another station in there that I missed? If there's another station, go ahead and come back.
KJ5, EKW, Kilo Julia 5, Echo Kilo Whiskey, Kenny, and Bixby, Oklahoma.
All right, we picked up Kenny there in Bixby, and there was another station there coming from Elyria. I could not get you. That last station there in Bixby, would you give me your call again, please? I didn't quite catch it.
KJ5, EKW, Kilo Julia 5, Echo Kilo Whiskey.
All right, thanks so much, Fat Fingers there. Sometimes we miss you there, so we got you that time around. All right, we had another one from Elyria there. I couldn't quite make out. You weren't giving me enough audio, but you want to try one more time, station trying to come in through Elyria? All right, nothing heard. Let's go up here and get our trivia and get this thing started. We're going to go talk to KE8VZA, Eric, this evening. Evening, Eric. What do you have for us?
KE8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. No, it's not Sunday. It's Wednesday. I got a call from Josh today. I was driving home and had the radio on and forgot it was even on, and all of a sudden Josh's voice emanated from my dashboard. It was pretty wild. Anyway, I have the main trivia question tonight, and I'll take a break for time real quick, and I'll come back and read it. Okay, here's another ham musician. He's been with several groups, but is probably best known as a member of the Eagles. Who is it? And your choices are as follows: Alpha, Joe Walsh, or Bravo, Don Henley, or Charlie, Glenn Fry, or Delta, the Cornwall Eagle, the namesake of the Eagles. I'll take a break and I'll read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with main trivia. Here's another ham musician. He's been with several groups, but is probably best known as a member of the Eagles. Who is it? Your choices are Alpha, Joe Walsh, or Bravo, Don Henley, or Charlie, Glenn Fry, or Delta, the Cornwall Eagle, who is the namesake of the Eagles. So this is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Thanks so much for picking up trivia tonight. And I think I know the answer, but I'm going to hold up on it till later. So let's go over now to the land of snow and maple syrup and see what AV8MO has for alternate trivia. Andy, take it away.
All right. Well, I'm in the middle of an FT8 contact, so hopefully it won't screw my signal up. Sometimes it does weird things on FM. When I'm transmitting on FM, that is. So, let's see here. Tonight's alternate trivia, also graciously provided by Josh, K8, or wait a minute, that was his old call, W8HRF. All right, alternate trivia is as follows. In 1978, when just 2 years old, Tiger Woods' appearance on the Michael Douglas show, the Mike Douglas show, who was a famous entertainer and comedian that shared the stage with Woods, showcasing his enthusiasm for the young golfer's talent. Again, in 1978, when just 2 years old, Woods' appearance on the Mike Douglas show, who was the famous entertainer and comedian that shared the stage with Woods, showcasing his enthusiasm for the young golfer's talent. And your choices are A, Johnny Carson, B, Bob Hope, C, Steve Allen, D, Delta, Jack Cornwaldo Benny, or Echo, Dean Martin. Again, your choices are A, Johnny Carson, B, Bob Hope, C, Steve Allen, Delta, Jack Cornwaldo Benny, and Echo, Dean Martin. I'll post this on the blue screen. AV8MO, back to that.
All right there, Andy. Well, thanks for picking up alternate trivia. We do appreciate it there, and we'll look back to you here in a little bit. All right, we have one mobile, so I'm going to
KBC, I'm doing good, Dustin. Now that I'm driving home work, I don't have much traffic, so I'll just get straight to the trivia and go with Delta and Delta. That's about all I've got, so I'm going to give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
W8WKY.
All right there, Ben, we got you down for double D's tonight. You be careful mobiling out there and watch out for deers. We'll say 73, and that's going to bring me all the way back up to the top here. And looks like we're going to talk to KA0KDW. Brad, how you doing?
Good evening, Dustin. Everyone else on the net. I always like being the first because that means I don't have to remember what the trivia question was. And I can tell you that I don't have any clue, so I'm going to go with A on both. Particularly the second one, just because I feel like saying, here's Johnny. So anyhow, there you go. Otherwise, looking forward to a busy couple of weeks. Yep, looking forward to a busy couple of weeks. You don't hear people say that very often. But hey, I am. I'm especially looking forward not only to the National Weather Service Integrated Weather Team meeting, and I'm going to break for time and give a brief description of what that is. That was more brief than I intended, but the note says it was time to ID. KA0KDW. So the Integrated Weather Team, and this was actually done by many National Weather Service Forecast offices across the country, but unfortunately it fell apart. But the Springfield, Missouri office seems to be one of the very few that manages to actually have success with this program. And what it is the National Weather Service core partners, media, DOT, law enforcement, emergency management, school and hospital officials, so on and so forth. We kind of go over past weather events and kind of look at what can we do to improve communication with the general public, plus what can we do to maybe encourage more trained spotters, both on amateur radio and public safety, DOT officials, things like that. But a big goal of the Integrated Weather Team is what can we do to better convey information to the public in a way that is concise, gets the point across, and is easy to understand, and will get the general public to actually take action during severe weather. So that's the main point to that particular thing. And then the other meeting I'm very much looking forward to, I'm a volunteer for KOLR, KRBK, and KOZL TV in Springfield. And we have a meeting coming up October 5th for our volunteer group. And I am very much looking forward to doing that as well. So anyhow, I mentioned Annette to Nick on the pre-show. And I also sent you that information as well via Messenger. So back to you, Dustin, KD8EPC, KD8EPC, K0KDW. Back to the net.
All right there, Brad, KA0KDW. We got you on for double A's this evening. Great to hear you out there. That sounds like it should be an interesting couple of weeks and interesting meetings. I did see your message, so we'll try our best to make the net there. Monday nights are usually not so bad, so we'll see you there. We'll say 73, and we're gonna go see Greg now. KC3SEG. I think you're coming from Florida now. Take it away there, Greg.
Yeah, good evening to you, Dustin. This is KC3SEG, Greg, located now down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. It looks like we're just going to be to the west of the storm, the worst part of it. But we are expecting heavy rain and some wind, but it will be offshore wind, not the tidal surge like certain areas of Florida will be experiencing. We are leaving Panama City Beach tomorrow and heading west a little bit, just to be on the safe side. Dustin, thanks for taking the net, and we'll be talking to you soon. 73 to you. This is KC3SEG and Teddy down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Back over to net control. Oh, my answers are B and C. Bravo, Charlie.
All right there, Greg. Well, it's wonderful to hear you. Got you down for Bravo and Charlie for your answers, and I'm glad you're going a little bit further west to avoid the storms. And you and Teddy take care there, and give Teddy a scratch on the ears for us. So we'll say 73 to you, and that's going to bring me down to Rev Kev K6 KJV. Good evening. Take it away.
Thank you very much, sir, Dustin. I appreciate the handoff. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. And, well, you know, sometimes life in the city is, well, you know how it goes, fast and lane and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go double D's, Delta and Delta, because you never can go wrong with a Cornwall dough bean. So with that, I'll pass the mic back to you there from K6KJV.
All right there, Kevin. Well, great to hear you out there. We've got you down for double D's this evening, so we'll say 73, and that's going to bring me over to Jerry now, KC8HDP. What's going on in Shreve, Jerry?
Well, good evening, Dustin, and to everyone on the net, and good evening to Nick, too, on the blue screen. This is KC8HDP at Jerry in Shreve, Ohio. Let's see, I'm going to answer the trivia questions before I forget. I'm going to go with Alpha for the main and Bravo for the alt. Love Joe Walsh with the James Gang, and I love his solo stuff, but never thought the Eagles were all that. Not an Eagles fan. Anyway, great to hear everyone. Gosh, I guess I really don't have much, so other than that. So I guess I'll just send things back to you, Dustin. KD8EPC and the Beacon Net from Kilo Charlie 8, Hotel Delta Papa, 73, everyone.
Well, Jerry, it's great to hear you out there, as always, and we've got you down for Alpha and Bravo this evening, and we'll say 73, and that's going to bring me over now to Jeremy, KE8ZRY. How you doing?
Hey, good evening, everybody. This is KE8ZRY, Jeremy here in Ashland. Doing pretty good tonight. Like I said earlier, I've been relaxing a little bit. It's been a nice, calm Wednesday night, not too much going on. Just kind of chilling and catching up on some video games. But other than that, it's been pretty quiet. My trivia answers for the night are going to be A, Joe Walsh, and B, Bob Hope. Yeah, so with that said, I will turn it over to Net Control again and say 73, everybody.
All right there, Jeremy. Thanks for joining us. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo this evening. We'll say 73, and that's going to bring us over here to Daniel. It looks like K9LUJ. How you doing? Let's try one more time there for Daniel. K9LUJ. Are you out there?
KD8EPC, KD8SLG. I think he may be outside chasing satellites. KD8SLG, clear.
All right there, Nick. Very good. Thanks so much. I thought I heard him say something like that, but I want to give him a fair shot to get in. All right, we'll say 73 to Daniel there in Colorado, and that's going to bring me over to David, KC8EEY. Good evening. How are you?
W8WKY.
Let the station ID itself. Yeah. Well, I got it on my mind. I think it's A for Welsh and B for Bob Hope. As far as how I'm doing tonight, as I told Nick a little earlier, I'm just feeling kind of ducky, and I'm above water, above ground, and that's a good day. Sitting here messing around with my little SDR dongle, I noticed that it was getting pretty hot, so I kind of made a heat sink for it out of a pop can, and kind of zip tied it down to a copper grounding rod that I got going through the shack here, so maybe that'll get rid of some of the heat that's building up in it. They are known to run a little pretty warm. Okay, well, that being said, I'll turn it back to the net. This is KC8EEY.
All
right there, Dave. We got you down for A and B, and I'll tell you what, you're going to have to come back and report to us your results of your findings if the heat sink helps you out there. So we'll say 73T, and we're going to go down here to K4OG. Mark, good evening. What do you have for us, and what are your trivia answers?
K88 EPC, K4OG. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody on the Beacon Net. Well, Dustin, I'm going to have to switch it up tonight. My answer's not going to be Charlie. I'm going to have to give you a switch, an Alpha Bravo switch. AB. K4OG back to net. Good night, everybody.
All right there, Mark. We'll amend your answer from Charlie to Alpha Bravo tonight. So we'll say 73. Have a great evening, and good to hear you out there as always. All right, let's go over to Taco Tim. I don't think he's driving the taco truck right now. KI5TAQ, take it away.
You are right. I'm not driving the taco truck tonight. This is KI5TAQ. And, well, I think I'm going to go with A and B. And, of course, for those who are thinking musically, A and B would also stand for American Bandstand. So, here's to you. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim, we got you on for A and B there. We'll say 73 and have a great evening. We're going to talk to another good friend of ours now, AI5Q, my favorite popcorn salesman. How are you, Jairus?
KDA EPC and the Beacon Netizens. This is AI5Q. It's Taco Tim kicked in the teeth without the KT. There you go. I know I put my answers in the blue screen, but that was before I found out some very important, very interesting information that trumps everything that's gone on the net tonight, and I have not paid attention since the questions were asked, and that is the fact that Weird Al Yankovic is going on tour in 2025, and he is coming to Tulsa, and tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m., and I am going, and I don't care how much it costs. I'm sitting in the good seats, and I'm getting the VIP package, and I'm taking my son Ferric, and we're going to have a blast. So I'm going to change my answers from A and B to Weird Al Yankovic and September 7th. There we go. AI5Q, back to you, Dustin.
KD9 EPL standing by.
All right there, Jairus, we got you down for Alpha and Bravo, and we got you down for Weird Al. What am I saying? But anyways, actually, I saw just yesterday that Weird Al is going to be coming to, they call it Cuyahoga Falls, to Blossom Music Center, and my good friend has already got our tickets on, are ready to order as soon as they come out. I think they come out here in a couple of days, so yeah, our show is right close to the date of your show, so they might be leaving there and coming here, so you might have to be friends with Weird Al and take a ride up to Ohio with him. So we'll say 73, have a great evening, and we'll catch you down the log. And that's going to bring me over to W8LYO. John, how are you?
W8LYO, I'm doing okay tonight. I'm going to go ahead with my trivia even first before I forget. I'm going to go with Alpha for the main trivia, and since I don't know the alternate trivia for sure, I'm going to go with Charlie or Canada, since I still have Canada on the brain from the little song that was in the pre-net show. So hopefully somebody else will get that earworm and I won't be done with it. So this is W8LYO, back to KDA EPC.
All right there, John, we got you down for Alpha and Charlie. Thanks so much for stopping by there. We'll say 73 and have yourself a great evening. All right, let's go over and talk to Uncle Fred now. KEQFT, how you doing?
Hello, Dustin. Hello, everybody again. Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm going to say Bravo and Alpha for the trivial questions. And, how about them Guardians? Yes, sir. They weren't supposed to even be where they're at. That's about all I have to say for tonight. K8QFT, back to net control.
Oh, we can't let you off that easy. What do you think? What happened to the Browns? Why are they blowing it so bad?
What happened to who? Dustin, you broke up just a little.
I said, what happened to the Browns? Why are they playing so badly?
Well, the Browns are just being the Browns, and I'm pretty sure you seen that guy who every Halloween he puts some headstones out in his front yard. The various quarterbacks that the Browns have had since they came back into the league in 1999 to 20-some. I don't know how many headstones. I think he's getting ready to put another one out there. They say this is where quarterbacks come to die. Well, I'm only figuratively. K8QFT, back to net control.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if they hadn't signed such a lucrative contract with our quarterback, I don't think he'd be here already. So there you go. Uncle Fred, have a great evening. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, warm weather Wade was in and out there, it looks like, along with Tom. So we're going to go down here, and Ron, and that's going to bring me down to Paul, KG7IRJ. How you doing?
Frankly, I think that what these questions were, so don't worry about it. Just want to say hi, KG7IRJ.
All right there, Paul. Well, thanks for stopping by there. We'll say 73DM. We'll catch you down the log. All right, here, let's go over to Alabama now and talk to KI4PGR. William, how you doing? One more time there, KI4PGR. William, are you out there?
D9EL standing by for the radio check.
W8WKY.
All right, there, station standby. We're going to be taking some check-ins in just a couple of minutes here. Nothing heard from William. We're going to go down here and talk to Kenny now. KJ5EKW. Take it away.
Hey, this is KJ5EKW. Thanks for having me. Am I coming through okay? I'm traveling a distance through a homemade antenna. How's my sound sounding?
Kenny, you're full quieting into the repeater, so you're doing just fine. Go ahead.
Well, thank you so much. That's good news. My answers for tonight are going to be Alpha Bravo. I could not have any less of an idea of the trivia. Not a Deep Eagles fan, kind of unaware. I'll give a quick shout out. I was driving around near the repeater that I'm transmitting on, and I saw a bumper sticker for Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu. So if you're out there listening, I saw your bumper sticker. Quick shout out. Thanks for having me. Back to net control.
All right there, Kenny. Well, let me tell you, we got you out for Alpha and Bravo, and we love the Oz. she is officially part of our family here. I have personally had lunch with her several times here in Ohio and had breakfast with her once in Oklahoma and went to the races with her. So, great lady, part of our personal family there. So, Kenny, thanks for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. That brings me to the bottom of the list here, and we're ready to take some more check-ins. So, stations standing by waiting to check in. Please call now.
Yeah, out.
All right, well, I heard somebody trying to check in there, but I only caught the very last syllable of what you said. So that last station that was check in, if you would key for a second or two and then give me your call sign, then come back again, I'd really appreciate it.
Whiskey 9 Charlie Delta Golf.
Papa Lima Alvin. KG9 TPL out.
All right, I'm going to hold it up there. I had several collisions. I got parts of all the call signs, but none of all of them. So let me go back through here real quick. I've got Whiskey 9 question mark. Would you come back for me one more time phonetically, please?
Whiskey 9 Charlie Delta Golf, Indiana.
All right, we got W9 Charlie Delta Golf Carlos. Then the station after him, the station that came in after Carlos, I didn't get anything from you, so I'll be right back from you. And then there was another 9 station. Would that other 9 station come back one more time with your call, please? I just couldn't quite make it out.
The 9 Tango Papa Lima KV9 TPL.
All right, Alvin, I got you that time. I kept missing the kilo, so we got you Kilo Bravo 9 Tango Papa Lima. There was one other station that was in there too. That other station, I only caught the very last letter of your call sign. Would you key for a second or two and give me your call one more time there, please?
Victor Alpha 3 Tango X-ray Lima.
All right, let me just confirm real quick here. Was that Victor Alpha 2 Tango X-ray Lima or Whiskey Alpha? Would you come back with it one more time, please? I'm sorry.
Yes, that would be Victor Alpha 3 Tango X-ray Lima. VA3 TXL.
All right, we got you that time. Victor Alpha 3 Tango X-ray Lima. Perfect. All right, sorry for all the confusion there. My ears just aren't hearing and typing right. So let's go to the top here and talk to Carlos. W9CDG, good evening. How are you?
Good evening, everybody on the net. I'm doing good out here in Indiana. As a matter of fact, this is my very first contact on 220 megahertz. And I'm glad to hear that my radio actually is getting out. Over.
Yeah, it seems to be working just fine. You're making it into the repeater there. I'm actually here in Northeast Ohio. You're on the Beacon Net right now. We're out of the Doylestown repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, the W8WKY. So we're glad to have you here. And yeah, like I said, you're sounding real good. Did you have any further comments for the net?
No, just that I'm glad that my signal is going out, and happy to hear everybody out there with their comments, and 73s to everybody.
All right, well, we'll say 73 to you. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log again real soon. All right, let's go over to Kenneth now. KB9T, yeah, I don't think that's the right name. KB9TPL, go ahead.
Delta 9, Kilo Delta 9, Tango Papa Lima. The name is Alvin. Go ahead.
All right, Alvin, I got you. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't get your name, but first time I've been in this net. Oils,
All right there, Alvin. Well, the name here is Dustin, Delta Uniform Sierra Tango India November, and the call sign is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie. Over. Do you have any other comments for us this evening, Alvin? All right, nothing heard there. We're going to say 73 to Alvin, and that's going to bring me down to Tom. BA3TXL, good evening. How you doing?
W8WKY.
Good evening, all on net. This is Tom, BA3TXL. Just sitting around here playing. I'm actually sitting in my car. I'm in Eastern Ontario. And I'm calling you through, what the heck is this application?
All right there, Tom. Well, we're glad to have you with us here on the Beacon Net. Did you have any other comments for us? All right, nothing else heard there from Tom. That brings me down to the bottom of the list here again. So let's see. We're at the bottom of the list here. We're going to make another call for check-ins. Please call now.
KA8GKG, John Akron.
KD9 EPL Albert.
All right, Alvin, I got you on the list there, KD9TPL and John KGKG. I'm going to go back to Alvin real quick, though, because we were talking before and I lost him. Take it away there, KD9TPL.
Okay. Yeah. We're in Chicago, the name Howard. I was wondering, are you anywhere around R&L Electronics in Ohio, boy?
R&L is a several-hour journey from here, although I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump away from DX Engineering.
Yeah, DX Engineering, they're kind of high. They're kind of high in price. R&L has some reduced prices on equipment. That's what I like. But, yeah. So, thank you for welcoming to the net. I'm going to hold you. I'll let the frequency roll on. It's the Kilo Delta 9 Tango Alpha Lima clear with the net.
All right there, Alvin. We'll say 73 to you, and we just like DX because we can drive there and pick up what we need right when we need it. So we'll say 73 and catch you down the log, and that's going to bring me over to another good friend of ours, K8GKG. John, how you doing?
Good evening, Dustin, and hello to everyone on the net. It's good to be with you tonight. Yes, DXE is just right up the road from me, and I've spent a lot of time up there. I was up there, I guess it's been 2 weeks, but now it's been sooner than that. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a regular place. It's my favorite toy store. Had a good day today. I was off work, and I did go to have lunch at the QCWA, and we meet the fourth Thursday of... Wednesday, the fourth Wednesday of every month. Met a lot of nice people down there, the regulars. Dick and Susan were there, and I got to spend time with them, which is always a grand time. Anyway, not much else to report. You were at the bottom of the list. I thought that's a good time to get in and say hello. So good to be with you, Dustin and everybody. 73. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll look forward to talking with you all again. KD8EPC, back to net control from KA8GKG.
All right there, John. Well, great to have you with us, and I'll tell you what, I've got another, few years before I'm ready to join the Quarter Century Club. What will it be? I guess I got another 7 years there, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you, John. Thanks for joining us, and have a great evening. All right. John's the bottom of the list here. We're going to make one more call for check-ins before we go talk to the net control team. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
And Kilo Charlie 0 Tango November Hotel.
Fox Queen Victor. I want to see if it's working. KC8FQB. I hear a lot. Boop, boop, boop. KC8FQB.
KC0TNH. Kilo Charlie 0 Tango November Hotel. Springfield, Missouri.
All right, let me pick it up right there. I got KC8FQB just stepping on everybody there. And then I got KC0TNH, looks like Tim. And there may have been another station right there at the beginning that Mark stepped on. If I missed you, go ahead and come back now. All right, nothing heard there. Let's start with Mark.
Yeah, Dustin, I think that was
good evening, Mark. Yeah, you're
the Springfield
but there was a
station
weird beat
coming through the repeater that's connected to me. KA0KW.
All right, let me pick it up right there and make sure I've got it. right. Sorry there, Brad. We doubled. What'd you say?
My apologies. I was just letting you know the station that doubled with Mark there was a station from Springfield that came back the second time. One and the same. That was coming through the Springfield repeaters connected to my system. K0KDW.
All right there, Brad. Thanks so much for that. We really appreciate that. Let's go up to the northernmost mark then, KC8FQV. Now it's Annette. How you doing, Mark? Take it away.
Well, I'm doing okay. I just woke up. Yeah, I laid down. Yeah, I didn't go into the 8 o'clock QCW net. I didn't do the cars net. And I didn't do the Wooster group at 8. I haven't done anything tonight. That's the first thing I've done. Didn't get the food net. I forgot about that at 7. So, I don't know nothing about anything yet. So I'll send it back to net, K7Q. Maybe I'll come back when we get through with things. So K7Q, just do that, and I'll take a look when I get this thing put together over here, KC8FQV.
All right there, Mark. Yeah, the questions are there on the blue screen, and we hear you in there, and we hear what you're watching on the TV, too. So there you go. Let's go down here now to KC0TNH. Tim, how you doing?
Good evening, and I'm just kind of sitting around in Springfield getting ready to take a short trip. Normally QTH at big town of Rolla, Missouri, about 100 miles from here. And heard y'all running just as I was getting ready to update firmware on a couple of handhelds and thought I'd jump in. About all I've got tonight, KC0TNH.
W8WKY.
All right there, Tim. Well, we're glad to have you in with us this evening, and you can find us every Wednesday night here at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We start a early pre-show at 9:30, and we always have a good time, so we welcome you back here, and I'd like to welcome you to the Beacon Net. So we'll say 73 and catch you down the log. Let's see there. That brings me to the list here. I might as well make one more call before we go talk to the net control team. So any stations waiting to check in, please call now. All right, let's go to the top. KD8SLG, just Nick. How you doing?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Hey, Dustin, and all you Beacon netizens. That's 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back. That's how I'm doing. I'm voting in solidarity tonight with Rev Kev, Delta Delta. Oh, wait, he's in California. His vote might as well not even count. Anyway. Oh, good times, man. I'm looking forward to finding out what the answers to the trivia questions are. That's what I'm looking forward to. Club members, sign up for the K3LR tour if you think that might be fun. And if you don't think it's fun, you shouldn't be a ham. So there. Fox Hunt, October 19th. What's October? October 12th is K3LR. October 5th is VE session. If you want to upgrade or get a license if you're just listening. There you go. I think I covered all the bases, man. It's KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thank you there, Nick, and you can put me down for Alpha and Bravo for my trivias this evening, so there you go. Let's go talk to Nick at night now, K8QKO. You have no responsibilities whatsoever, so if you're still here, take it away.
All right, K8QKO, thank you, Dustin. I think my answers are going to be Alpha and Bravo. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know if it's right or not. That's my guess. Aside from that, well, it's raining right now. I can hear the rain hitting the roof. That's going to get replaced soon, so that's always fun. Yeah, aside from that, kind of sitting around, relaxing on a Wednesday night, and listening to the net, and sitting at my computer. So with that, I'll pass it back to you. This is K8QKO.
All right there, Nick. Well, great to have you with us, and good luck with the roof replacement there soon. We got you on for Alpha and Bravo. We'll say 73 to you. All right, we're going to go over here real quick to AB8MO and get his main trivia answer. Andy, what's your answer to the main trivia?
Okay, you caught me off guard. Let's see here. Let me find the trivia question. Where's the trivia? Aha, let's see here. Alternate. I'm going to go with the Cornwaldo Eagle. How about that? Answer Delta. KD8 EPC. This is AB8MO.
I heard that, Andy. You almost called me Nick. I heard that. All right, we got you down for D there. Let's go back to K8VZA. Eric, give us your comments, let it drop, and give us the trivia answer.
KD8 EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. I'm going to answer for the alternate, Charlie. Since Mark didn't use it this time, I'll appropriate it. Not a whole lot going on here. I got summoned off the Sunday net control team bench to pinch hit for the main trivia tonight, so that was cool. I didn't even have to find a trivia question. It was handed to me, so that's like icing on the cake. Anyway, not a whole lot. Work was kind of brutal today. Got out of there relatively unscathed, but there's just so much stuff going on at work. A lot of change going on for the better, but, you know, it's a lot of work. But maybe that's why they call it work. The big W. Enough of that. Let's see. That's about it. I'm going to take a break and go ahead and read the main trivia. KE8VZA returning. Okay, main trivia. So another ham musician been with several groups, but best known as a member of the Eagles. Who is it? So you could pick Joe Walsh, Don Henley, Glenn Fry, or Cornwaldo Eagle. The answer is Alpha, Joe Walsh. And there's a little bit of a backstory blurb here. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, all have been members of the Eagles, except Cornwaldo Eagles. But Joe Walsh is the only ham. His call sign is Whiskey Bravo 6, Alpha Charlie Uniform, and he is allegedly very active on the air and has quite the radio collection, too. So, I don't know. I wonder what his QRZ page looks like. I have to check it out. There you have it. Alpha, Joe Walsh. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, Eric, thanks for picking up the main trivia this evening. We got the answers Alpha, and we appreciate you doing it. Let's go down here and talk to Andy, AB8MO. Andy, give us your comments, let it drop, and give us the alternate.
KD8EPC, this is AB8MO. Switched radios on you. That's a little better. I got this copper lateral taped to my wall, and it's way too close to my hearing aid transmitter. I get all kind of RF into it. It's very unpleasant. So when I use the outside antenna, I don't have that problem. So anyhow, Yeah, I got subbed by Josh as well at about 6 o'clock this evening. He sent me a text message saying, hey, you want to get on 015? And I was like, well, I actually was running the Wolverine single sideband net. I don't know, Scott VOX checked in here, but he checked into the Wolverine net. So I was like, well, Josh, you're going to have to come to me if you want to talk. So he got out the Wolverine net, and he popped the question of, hey, can you do alternate trivia? And like he did with Eric, provided me with the question. So Josh helped out. I hope him and Lucy are having a wonderful evening with mother. Happy birthday to Lucy, however young or old that she is. And yeah, I'm tired, so I'm going to probably hit the sack right after I get off of here. Got Tanzanita on a new band. I just need them on 60 and 40 meters now. And I got the Country of Georgia on 30 meters, so that was a new one for me too. So I should be up to, let's see here, about 1,630 band slots, which... not quite K3LR, but hey, I'm trying. Oh, by the way, my band concert is on October 12th, and I already committed to that before there was even the handout for K3LR. So before they were asking for the original dates, I already committed to October 12th. So that's going to happen. I'm going to be up at Kirtland, Ohio, playing in a band concert. So y'all have fun without me. I probably would have driven myself. It would have been probably about the same distance to K3LRs as it is to DX for me. Anyway, let me drop it a sec, and I'll give you an answer.
W8WKY.
ABHMO returning. All right, tonight's trivia question was, and I kind of changed it slightly because it was worded a little weird. In 1978, when just 2 years old, Tiger Woods appeared on the Michael Douglas Show. Who was the famous entertainer and comedian that shared the stage with Woods, showcasing his enthusiasm for the young golfer's talent? The answer was Bob Hope, and I don't think it fooled too many people. So it looks like I see there's a lot of bravos in there. And here's the rest of the story as who said that? And now the rest of the story. I don't know. It's going to be bothering me now who said that famous phrase. He's dead now. The rest of the story, it'll come to me. In 1978, 2-year-old Tiger Woods appeared on the Michael Douglas Show when he was joined by the renowned entertainer Bob Hope. Known for his extensive career in comedy and entertainment, Hope shared the stage with the young golfing prodigy and expressed his excitement about Woods' early talent. This memorable appearance helped introduce Tiger Woods to a wider audience. It underscored the support and enthusiasm of prominent figures in his early years. So there you go. So, all you who got Bob Hope, you get a chocolate-covered golf club as your prize. But you gotta use your Diners Club credit card to buy it. I don't even have a Diners Club card. Anyway, ABNMO, back to net. Thanks for picking it up, Dustin.
Andy, well, thanks for doing the alternate trivia, and we appreciate that there. So, all right, we're at the bottom of the list. This is the last call for check-ins to the Beacon Net. Please call now.
KC8HDP recheck.
Take it away there, Jerry. KC8HDP, take it.
Hey, Andy, you were trying to think of Paul Harvey. He was the one who always said, and now you know the rest of the story. Back to you, Dustin. This is KC8HDP, back to KD8EPC.
All right there, Jerry. Thank you so much, and you were the last call there. So on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the BeaconNet crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet Sunday night at 10 p.m. on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Board and Breaker net. Time at Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee for a recheck real quick.
Hey, Net Control, I tried checking in 5 times. King America 3, Boston, Mary Sugar. King America 3, Boston, Mary Sugar, Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
All right, we got a couple of rechecks there. We'll take them real quick there. We got KA3BMS, I believe that was Hank there, and then I had a recheck from Dave. Let me talk to Dave real quick here. KC8EY, take it away.
Yes, sir. You guys were kind of curious about my makeshift heat sink, and on that on the dongle, the SDR dongle, and I would say it dropped it by maybe 40, 50 degrees, and I'm kind of proud of it. Okay, that's all I have to say. Back to the net.
All right there, Dave. Well, thanks for coming back to me with that. I appreciate that. And wow, what a dramatic difference there. So we'll say 73, and we're gonna go down here now to K3BMS. Hank, sorry about that. I never heard you at all. These link networks are funny sometimes. Go ahead.
You know, too many people are transmitting too fast. That's the problem, K3BMS.
Really?
Yeah, that's unfortunately inevitable with all these linked networks. Sometimes people key too quick there, and you can't get through. So that's unfortunately part of life there for you. But we do appreciate you stopping by, and I did get you on the list there this evening. All right there, folks. With that, we're shutting her down. We're done. The BeaconNet is closed. KD8EPC is clear. 73, everybody.
Okay, CFQV recheck. And that why Ray or one of the guys out in Oklahoma, when he runs the net, he leaves the end before they come back. Time for resets. KCFQV. I guess Eric must went to bed. I think he was going to listen in case after the Sunday night to see if he could figure out who that was checked in and never would say their call. I don't know Do we ever find that out tonight? KSFQV?
KC8FQV, this is KE8VZA. Yeah, I did find him, Mark. His call sign's KE8KZO, Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Zulu Oscar. He lives in Brunswick. I listened to, like you suggested, I went back and listened to the YouTube feed a couple times, and I was able to make it out, even though he refused to use phonetics. Anyway, KE8VZA.
This is KD8SLG. For those of you who are still on the blue screen, I put a link in there that shows everything that's linked up to us tonight. An all-star link map, if you will. Bubble chart, that's what it's called. Anyway, click on that and take a look, and that, my friends, is why people double. KD8SLG, clear.
I already dropped Fireside, Nick. I didn't want to be verbally assaulted by those guys anymore. KD8EPC.
W8WKY.
We'll come to your defense. You did an excellent job. You did have a little bit of a pile up there at one point, and that can't be helped. You did.
Yeah, KSF, I was going to make a comment. Sometime when there's a lot of noise on a signal trying to transmit, it makes the connections do wacky things, KSFQV.
W8WKY. 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 W8WKY repeater PL1 14.8.